Yeah, at the point the governor was on the bench of going out of the office. The House of Assembly was on him. They couldn't give him way for him to execute certain responsibilities then. But looking at it this morning, dissolving about 9 also commissioners that were appointed by the former governor of the state, and then just appointed somebody away from the seat of power to be his deputy governor. What is happening? What are we suspecting in Ondo State?
Okay, not about suspecting something in Ondo State, but then I believe you pick whoever you can work with, and it's good that he actually picked someone that hails from the hometown of the late Governor Akeredolu. Be that as it may, we're looking forward to something that will favor the people of Ondo State.
That's it. At this point, you just need to work with someone that will. No, I'm not saying someone that whatever you do, you accept. As much as deputy governors sometimes they don't even see their roles. But it's good that so that he will not have any issue, so that he will not tell us that people actually impose anybody on him or somebody on him. Work with someone that we help you out. And then on dissolving the cabinet, I would have also done same. Especially when I see some people there, they are there. Just imagine you are there because of the late governor. That means working with me might be difficult unless you have the same target here.
But these persons were still there when it was the deputy governor of the state.
And he must have also noticed one or two things. When you are loyal to a particular man, and I noticed that, when that man is no more there, you will not be loyal. When I mean loyal now, it's not for you to answer me or bow for me. No. When I have a target, okay, we want Ondo State to be this way, and I know you're coming from another angle. I think it would be nice for you to go. After all, commissioners, they are appointed, right? They are not voted in. So I can appoint the people I work with to
All right,
deliver.
let us not forget also that very soon election will be conducted in Ondo State. Gentlemen, let us go straight to what we want to discuss on a standpoint this morning. In a democratic setting where different arms of government exist, it is expected for there to be a robust and effective delivery of governance, given their divergent and separate functions for the betterment of that society. The people here is a cardinal concern in any democratic setting. The legislature, as one of the arms of government, is a critical pillar in the delivery of governance. Their powers include passing laws, establishing the government's budget, confirming executive appointments, ratifying treaties, investigating the executive branch. I don't know if it has been happening in Nigeria, impeaching and removing from office members of the executive and then other arm of government, and redressing constituents' grievances. Also, I mentioned talking about investigating the executive branch, establishing the government's budget. Budget, as we know by elementary definition, shows that it is an expression of intention in terms of expenditures, along with proposals for how to meet them with resources. Either you have the resource or not, in a way that you'll be able to achieve that. I believe this pictures what budget is all about. Now, Governor Alex Otti of Abia State last December has assented to the 2024 appropriation bill of 567.2 billion naira. Governor Otti said the budget would stimulate the economy and boost the socio-economic development of Abia State. He said the budget had been designed to take Abia out of underdevelopment, secure its next level of development, and promote economic stability in the state. This process has always been hectic. You have different platforms to go through before you arrived at the passage of the budget. Then the governor will assent on it. This morning on Standpoint, we have live in our studio to take us through this issue again, because the people will be expecting that since the budget has been passed into law, the governor has done signing on it, then we should see what will be coming out from the budget. We have in the studio a member representing Umunochi State constituency, also chairman, House Committee on Budget and Planning, member, House Committee on Media and Publicity, Mazi Matthias Ume Mwachi. Good morning to you, sir, and welcome to the Standpoint.
Good morning. Let me also say happy birthday to John.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Not minding that I wasn't invited.
Okay.
But I think she's forgiven.
Sure, why not? And again, today my cake will land. Woo, I'm excited. Welcome, sir.
All right, Honorable, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Let's go straight. You are the chairman, House Committee on Budget and Planning. The governor already has assented to the budget of over 500 billion naira. One will be asking, was this just done because we know the timeline is submitted it, but recently there's this development, at least the budget cycle should be something that would be achieved within a year. We shouldn't extend it to the other year. I believe those are the things that both the National Assembly and state houses of assembly were trying to fight last year, and then it was accomplished in one way. The budget of over 500 billion naira. How did it get to the point that the governor actually assented on it? Was it properly looked into? You're in the best position to tell us this morning, sir.
All right, thank you very much. The budget was submitted to the House sometime around December time, and we still have a whole lot of 31 days to go through, because the intention is to make sure that the budget kickstarts from January 2024. Then, from our constitutional duties, we are operating with law. We have procedures for any bill to be passed into law, which includes stage 1, stage 2, and so on. Then the budget in question went through all these processes. In the same law I'm referring to, there was nothing like both in the Nigerian Constitution and the rule books we are operating. There's no time, something like time that this budget or this law should be passed so and so period. But what is stipulated is the procedure. What I'm trying to explain here, since the procedure is outlined, this procedure can be, depending on the urgency, provided the steps are taken, not minding the time, how far you did it, the time you used to do it. What is important according to the law is the steps. Did you take the steps? I don't know whether you are getting me. Assuming you go to court, let me take for instance, the court will be asking you, were the steps taken? Not minding when the time limit of taking those steps. So what I'm trying to say, the budget came in, we are working day and night. The committee, which we have two committees, which we are looking into the bill, the appropriation committee and the budget and planning committee, which I'm part of. We are working on daily basis, including weekends, to make sure that this budget comes into effect 1st January 2024. So we did what we are supposed to do, the legal things we are supposed to do.
All right, talking about the budget of 567.2 billion naira. This is against what we had in 2023, about 160 billion naira 2023 a budget. Looking at it, sir, from your angle, what do you make of this budget 2024 for Abia State?
Actually, you know better than me, because you people are journalists. The 2024 Abia State budget is extraordinary compared to what has been obtainable over the years in Abia. And if you look at the 567 billion naira, which 84% of them for capital projects, I hope you are there. Then this means that the present Abia State government under Dr. Lesot wants to develop Abia, because when you have a budget of 84% for capital project, that means the person means business, and all these capital projects are spread across the 17 local governments. If you in a situation where in 1 year you spend 400 and something billion naira putting up infrastructure, that means in the next 4 years, Abia State will develop drastically, unlike what is obtainable here over 24 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So the budget is an extraordinary one, and a standard budget for that matter. You said to say. Thank you.
I'll talk about a standard budget. We're having a deficit of over 400 billion naira. How
for capital projects?
For capital project, 84% for capital project.
Yes.
The budget of 567.2 billion naira. We're having against 160 billion naira. We expect 400 billion naira to come into this budget. And now, do you think that the governor will be able to achieve this? If that's the case, how do you think that he would be able to achieve this?
If you ask me whether I think, I'm not thinking for the governor. The governor came up with a budget, specified what he intends to do. And from his budget speech, he told us that the money for these capital projects are already on ground, which includes the ones we are going to borrow. What you could have asked me is, had it been that all these things the governor said, if he didn't, if in the end he cannot implement them, what should the House do?
We'll come to that angle. We still have a question around
that
there.
should have been the question. But if somebody brings a budget to me, the person whose responsibility is to do so, bring a budget to me, I can't be asking him now how and where to be. He have already told me that he's going to bring this money. This is what he's going to achieve. My duty is to go through and do the needful.
All right, the budget is, Christian, the budget of new beginning, and you've already talked about a capital budget. So we want you to give us a breakdown of this budget. What percentage is allotted to different sectors now?
To be frank with you, that is the one I cannot on hand now give you.
Okay.
But I know that like as I said already, the 84% of the
Capital expenditure
goes for capital expenditure, while the other 16% is for the current
Expenditure.
For me, I cannot.
Okay, breakdown or the one allotted to education, health, and the rest of them. Okay,
but I know that 20% of the budget goes to education,
okay,
while 15% for health.
Okay, infrastructural development,
and so on.
All right. Okay, let's let that rest now. You've already talked about this. Now we want to know, what is the relationship, between the executive and the legislature in the state? What's the relationship
very cordial. The relationship between the executive and the current 8th assembly in Abia is a very, very cordial one, which at times people misunderstand good relationship to maybe being a boy House of Assembly. If you look at the composition of the House of Assembly, around 10 of us before one of us drops, are coming from Labour Party, along with the executive governor. This is a journey we starting from 2014 with Dr. L.S. Oti. And our aim, our mission is to see a way of changing Abia for a better place. Then fortunately, this 9 or 10 of us came to House of Assembly. There's no way we'll be in the opposition against the governor, whom we have the same objective towards developing Abia. But that is not to say that we won't do our function. Why people misunderstand us is simply because maybe we like Abia to be developed. Then when any bill from the governor comes, unlike before, we won't be attaching any condition. I don't know whether you get me, gentlemen.
Yeah, sure.
You won't be attaching any condition. We do what we are supposed to do as lawmakers and give our express approval. Before then, whenever a governor comes to House of Assembly for anything, the members of the House will be attaching conditions. Bring this, give us that. Before you know it now, when it depends on the mindset of the governor. So if the governor cannot meet up with the demands of the lawmakers, then you now see problems here and there. Then the press will now go to earth that the executive and the legislature are not in good times. But the present 8th House of Assembly, comprising of L.S. Oti colleagues in the Labour Party, we are not interested in our private pockets. We have to protect our interest, but that is on the secondary level. But we must do our duty to make Abia move forward. So in the hallmark of the whole issue is that we are in good terms with our executive. When the executive governor is going the wrong way, we will let him know.
Even while you are in good terms with him, coming from the same political party?
No, not necessarily. I think you are getting the points I'm making. We have the same objective in coming to to be members of the government. With him, we have been in the same party since 2014. Now we see ourselves here. He is in the executive arm. We are in the legislative arm. So anywhere you find yourself, you make sure you do your duty.
All right, still on relationship now. You made mention of the opposition. My question is, how do you relate with the opposition lawmakers in the House? What kind of relationship exists between the party members, different political party members in the State House of Assembly?
Presently, the House is one. Even before the Supreme Court judgment, we have been operating because once you come to the House, the executive governor is not a member of your party. You don't have option. You don't have option. More especially when the leadership of the House is in the same political divide with the executive governor. So you, the other opposition, you don't have option. And especially when we have a clear mind that we come to serve Abia. So for those of them, and almost all of them, 99% of the opposition, they have been working with us, knowing too well that there's nothing they could have done. Presently, the House is one. We don't have problem.
Okay, still on that matter, does it mean that being in an opposition political party or opposition party now, does it mean that if peradventure they see something going on that is not right, does it mean that they can't voice out, they can't say it out?
I didn't say that.
You said you said earlier that they wouldn't do anything. What else would they do?
This is a matter of understanding me now.
Okay.
Once they notice anything that is wrong, including ourselves,
okay,
that are in the ruling party, if we see anything wrong, and that's why we are 24 in the House of Assembly, then when you see anything wrong, you
voice it out. Okay.
Then other people would put their own. We are 24.
Okay.
And the sense of being having 24 members in the House for majority to always take the lead. Take the lead.
Okay.
The minority will always have their say. While the majority will always have their way.
Okay.
You voice out your, like I said, including ourselves that are in the
ruling
party. We always have our different views, but in the end, we come together.
Okay, consensus. Okay.
Right. This is a Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. This morning, we have been interacting with the chairman, House Committee on Budget and Plan, Mazi Matthias Umenwachi, taking us through how the governor arrived at signing the 2024 budget of 567.2 billion naira, the processes that were involved, and also the relationship between the legislature and the state executive in terms of achieving this budget of 567.2 billion naira. We are due for a break. There are other issues surrounding this budget because I am interested in the matter. Of course, against 160 billion naira budget of 2023, the governor talked about, okay, the money is in place. There is no how it would not come back to the assembly to say, okay, this is how I want to achieve the plan I submitted to you people earlier on. But we'll take care of this when we return from this break. Remember that this is Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Work with integrity. Work with pride. Let your character be your guide. Always remember, treat each one with respect and dignity. Keep to agreements. Be honest, because the new Abia supports everything right. This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Beauty is power. A smile is its sword. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is all around us. So, if you want to look good always, visit Masters and Wands Cosmetics stores. It's new, it's exclusive, and the happening store in beauty products. We deal on perfumes and cosmetics such as body lotions, facial creams and scrubs, body sprays, powders, bath wash, and all kinds of quality cosmetics with affordable prices. Contact us at number 41 Fimbers Road, Umuahia, or number 28 School Road, Umuahia, all in Abia State. Call us on 0806 951 2773 or email us at wandsgleam@gmail.com. Masters and Wands Cosmetics stores. Quality is our name. Signed, management.
Celebrating your family and friends has become cheap like a cup of tea, easy as ABC, and rapid like it should be. You can send birthday greetings and goodwill messages on Rapid FM for just 1,000 naira. Other events like weddings, child dedication, housewarmings, religious and government functions go for even less, 500 naira. Now, your loved ones have no excuse not to celebrate you rapidly on your day because all they have to do is visit our website at www.rapidfm965.com/request or call 07049 220965.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example are they showing as leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the politics.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
More Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
Welcome back to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. We were talking about the relationship between the legislature and the executive arm of government in the state. Let us start from or continue from that point before we get back to the issue of the budget. Honorable, my colleague was asking you a few questions around the relationship. At times, the opposition will say, okay, since the majority in the House is working with the state government, that is the executive arm of government, they will be likened to a rubber stamp a legislature. How do you address this issue, given the picture you've painted already?
It depends on the opposition you are talking. If they decide to, I don't know how to put this. If they decide to say, okay, since the majority is in the ruling party, let them be rubber stamp for themselves. That is left for them. But the point I'm making here is, when you are playing opposition, and of course, in the House, you always deal with the majority. Then if you press your point, and every other person presses his point, in the end, the majority will take the lead. Then when the majority takes the lead, you don't have option than to align to what the majority is saying. Then if you decide to call yourself a rubber stamp, you answer rubber stamp. Our people used to say, whatever a man calls his dog, that is his name. So what I'm trying to say here is we are doing our business as permitted by law. I cannot be a part of a House of Assembly where a governor will just come, say, do this. I will start clapping for the governor because he is the governor. I went to school. I contested the election. I know what governance is all about. I will bring my opinion, scrutinize whatever you are doing, whether it suits my own reason why I joined politics. The point we are making here is Dr. Lesoti and most of us, the majority of us in the House, we are working together. it's like our ideologies are working. That's the point.
All right, in achieving the budget 2024 in Abia State, I know for sure from time to time the executive will want to visit the legislature in terms of this is the blueprint for borrowing. This is where we want to get the money from. Would you do the proper job of investigating, questioning every letter in the proposal that will be coming?
After the presentation of the budget, I think the governor have addressed us, I think once at the executive session, with where you are going now. Then apart from that, before the defense started, the governor through the commissioner for finance have also come to address us on this issue. We put our questions and we are satisfied with the answers. Then we are now waiting for them now at the implementation stage. All these things you put to us, which we felt that we are satisfied, how far have you gone with them? Then at any stage, we feel that you didn't do what you told us, then the question will arise. I don't think I should start fighting now when somebody have not infringed any of the appropriation law. I don't know what they are getting me.
All right, this program is live on our Facebook page. You can get down there and let us have your comments and your contribution looking at how the 2024 appropriation scaled through to the point of being signed by the governor of Abia State. And so far, so good, the relationship between the legislature and the executive arm of government in Abia State. We still have our lines through which you can be a part of the program. The numbers are 091600965, or you can as well call us on the number 09160 333 965. 01960 333 965. All right.
Okay, while we are on that, it's back to you, Honorable. Imanandi boni koko nasna ni sino the way maram mapo na ama, and you said something that you contested election and you won. You are a member representing Umunochi State constituency in the Abia State House of Assembly. Apart from executing your duty as a member in the House, can your people beat their chests and say that indeed you are representing them well? Ndo Himbani, can they say that indeed you're doing well where you are, that, and at the same time they are, reaping the dividend of democracy from your own end?
Thank you very much for bringing that question, because this is the area I'm seriously yearning to talk. Let me inform you that I went back to Umunoch during the Christmas and I was received as a hero, while I just served 6 months in the House of Assembly. During the elections, during the electionary campaigns, Umunoch has a peculiar problem, and that is the issue of security. And I can remember during one of my campaigns, somebody told me that the only remarkable thing I would do for them in the House of Assembly is to tell the Abia State government that kidnappers are ravaging the area. That before then, they've had people in the House of Assembly, they've had people in the National Assembly, that nobody have gotten the courage to speak up. Then I decided that the first hand I will raise in the House of Assembly will be for security of Umunoch.
Okay.
Then that now led me to the motion on insecurity in Umunoch. Okay. Then after that motion, because it doesn't end in moving a motion, passing a resolution, we have to move for the implementation. Okay. Then we swiftly moved. The speaker, I pressed on the speaker that made him to summon all the security chiefs in Abia. All of them were in the House of Assembly. We gave them a marching order to make sure that the lives of Umunoch people are protected. Then from there now we moved to the executive session.
Okay.
You are familiar with Operation Crush?
Sure.
Yes. That was one of the outcome of my motion. And today, if you go to Umunoch, there is relative peace. But I'm not saying that kidnappers have gone from Umunoch, but relatively, everything is getting to that's a manageable situation. Then apart from the security issue, I came up with a motion on the floor of the house for the dilapidated roads in Umunoch.
Okay.
Almost a week after that motion, the Ministry of Works went into action. If you go to Sochi now, most of the roads are being rehabilitated. There are a lot of things. My people are happy with me for the past 6 months. And I'm promising them that nobody here.
Okay. You talked about security. You talked about road rehabilitation. Another important area is the area of education. Okay. What have you done in that regard?
Okay. As a member representing
Umunochi.
Okay. During my campaign, and let me also inform you that before coming to the House of Assembly, I was a teacher.
Oh, wow.
A proprietor of a school.
Interesting.
So that means that my immediate constituency is the educational sector. And there's no way I will stay in the House of Assembly without defending my immediate constituency.
Okay.
One of the promises I made to them, I will sponsor students to various levels of education,
okay,
which I have started. Beautiful. If you go to Umunochi now, I have more than 200 students I paid for this current WAEC exam.
Okay.
I sponsored the payment of the WAEC exam. Then from next week, I'm going to inaugurate. I'm going to do I call it inauguration now? I have a bursary award for some selected students of Umunochi. Okay. We are compiling their names. Then within the next couple of days or in 1 week time, I will come to you. I will pay you so that you air the news for me.
We'll be looking forward to that. Still on education.
So I have about 50 of them.
Okay.
Selected from the 12 wards we have in Umunochi.
Okay.
Then I'm going to be giving them annual bursary awards.
Okay.
Then I made it in a way that I picked year 1 students, so that I'll be giving them the award. The bursary is a 4-year project.
Okay.
So that starting from their year 1 to their final year, for those of them who do 4 years course, they'll be getting something from me every year to help them in their school system, and a host of other things.
Okay. Still on education, you're sponsoring some students in the academic career, but then let's look at rehabilitation and equipping schools in that area.
Yes.
What is it like?
Thank you very much. That brings me to the budget, which Moses is
interested in.
Is very, very much interested. If you go to that budget, the 2024 budget, Umunochi has 30 projects.
Okay.
Which education has more than half of them. Rehabilitation of schools. And I made it possible. Okay. Because the budget must come to my table. And as a committee chairman on budget and planning, I must protect my local government first. But that is not to say that there's a local government that was cheated. Everybody benefited. So I have 30 projects there, which more than half of them are educational. Okay. Starting from rehabilitation of schools, building of new schools. Then that now takes me to my own constituency project.
Okay.
The one that is in the Abia State House of Assembly appropriation law. Budget, the 2024 law now for the House of Assembly itself, where we have every member will have a constituency project there. I choose a classroom block to do for my, considering the area I'm coming from now, because I want to develop that area I'm coming, so that our teachers and students of Umunochi will know that yes, their own is there. So I have a 10 classroom block as a constituency, my own constituency project. So to answer your question, I'm doing a lot in education.
All right.
I'm doing a lot in education.
Just before we start taking your calls, one more question still on education. You provide equipment. You talk about the school building. You talk about scholarship.
Science equipment.
Now let's look at the teachers themselves.
Okay.
What will you do? What role will you play to see that these teachers are being trained and retrained, as well as their remuneration? What will you do in that regard?
Okay. Because it is the area I'm coming from. Know that you can't run a school system without teachers.
Mm-hmm.
It is the teachers that are the hub of everything you are doing in education. I have programs. In one of my campaign programs, I said that that is what I'm going to do. I'm taking everything step by step. Apart from, we know that there's no way government will provide all the teachers we need in the education system. I'm coming from a private sector, private school. I was running a private school. Then my intention is to, in all the schools in Umunnoch, I'm going to have my own teachers, private teachers I'll be sponsoring, I'll be paying with my money to complement whatever the government is doing.
Okay.
I know that this flushing, let me use the word flushing, they are doing in the civil service now, affects mostly of teachers. Teachers are the highest hit. Then since last year, I've never rested. They always come back in batches. I was even tempted to be sleeping with the accountant general in her office and the commissioner for finance to make sure that
they will be doing their job expediently
for my own people specifically. And I'm very proud of them. I'm very happy with these two people, the commissioner for finance and the accountant general. They've been very helpful. So my sister, if I don't boost education in Umunnoch for the 4 years I'm going to serve, you know that I couldn't have been there.
All right.
There's no point coming to the House of Assembly.
Okay. The program is interactive. 091600965, 09160333965. On our Facebook page, we have Okere. Okay, before we take that message, let us speak with this caller. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, God bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, Moses John, not sure.
Welcome.
Talking to guy for it. I just love the part by the speaker. The side of saying that when the need for that they will do mistakes or mind, whether they are aligned in sympathy with the government of today. I love that, but I hope the implementation of it will always prevail. That if they will always go for that. And again, is I expected you guys to ask some question in terms of the cooperation between them and the opposition. I'm talking about the PDP. I know they're not only the opposition.
You weren't listening. We did. You weren't listening. We did ask him.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we did ask him.
I said I would have loved if you guys are asking questions based on the cooperation, the mutual cooperation, whether
yes.
the relationship.
Okay, can you hear me? We asked him the question: what is the relationship between the ruling party in the state assembly and the opposition party? We did ask him. Maybe you weren't listening.
Yeah, I'm coming down. Just coming down. Then, would the side of the person, the court, the charge, because he's not qualified based on certificate of issue, saga. Yeah, the one now that is on board now, I would have loved maybe for him to answer or to do that.
All right, Don Casey guy. Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, your point has
Thank
been
you.
noted. Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, good
We
morning,
can
go
hear
on.
you. Good morning. Go ahead. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Hello,
Okay.
good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Engineer, I got my own equipment. I'm calling from Ozita.
All right.
I really appreciate the current house, what they're doing. ndị Igbo tụrụ si wakewaliwo watoliwo. Abia need development. Abia does not need nonsense now. So all of you who make up your mind to see that Abia move forward speedily, God will bless all of you. Now, whatever thing personal you might desire, just as what you said, that's first thing all of us need. We have been following him with Oti. I have controlled that we have been fighting to see that Oti come into power because I saw the vision that was in him.
All right.
Because he's desperate to see that Abia develop. And all of you who is joining hand in that house to see such a move in Abia, God will bless you people.
All right.
Please, the PDP people in the house, some of you are also good. Because even when they are soliciting for power, many of them keep on crying up and down that we should support them because they know that PDP is a failure. They keep on crying and we should support. We told them what we want.
All right, your point has been noted. Thank you.
So let those PDP, let them not kick back, let them kick front.
All right. All right, we've noted your point this morning. You're welcome. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my friends in the house.
Good morning. Welcome.
I'm Okafor Chinedu. I'm calling from Omai.
All right, Okafor.
Okay, I think I want to commend our guest in the house for a wonderful presentation this morning. I think we must begin to see Abia State beyond the political party and the politics. We should see Abia as a project and a work in progress so that it will all go well for all of us. Why did I say so? There should be a correlation between the House and the executive. I mean, the legislature and the executive for us to have a good and a better governance in Abia State.
All right.
They can never work in isolation. So I want to commend our guest. Every support that the governor needs, let them give him so that we can have a better Abia. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Okafor. We appreciate your contribution this morning. We are still taking your contribution on the program. You're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome, sir.
I greet the Honorable in the house.
My brother.
Good morning. Sir. My name is Mr. Chijoki. I am calling from Bende Road, Maya.
All right.
I want to commend you because I've been following you up and I find out that you are a man who knows what you want and why you are a house member. You know, in the past, there are some people who have been in the House of Assembly and they don't know why they are there. They just think that they are there just to oppose the governor or to support the governor and to make money. So what I'm just trying to say is this. We have started to see a new government in Abia, and a government who is focused, who has vision, who loves his people. It's not a government of Bubuya, unlike before. So what I'm just trying to say is this. I want to say that I have every support to you as a house member and all of.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Sorry about that. We sincerely apologize, but you made your point already. Okay, this is the standpoint, and we'll be speaking this morning with the chairman, House Committee on Budget and Planning. On our Facebook page, we have Iweze Alvis. Good morning, distinguished and articulated gentlemen in the studio, all the way from Umahia, Abia State. The remarkable and wonderful job done so far by the government of Dr. Alex Oti deserves commendation, praises, and plaudits. Let's support this administration and make Abia great again. Keep up the good work, great people. Oninyechi Ogbonnaya Odeke, you're saying good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I'm watching from Umweze in Emede Ibeku. Taking a look of what the governor is doing and the steps he's taking, you will agree 100% with me that His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti is going to make Abia State a place where people will be eager to visit. May Almighty God guide him. This one call before a round of the program. Good morning and welcome. Hello, can you hear me? Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, I can hear you. You know, my phone was caught on the line. I just want to round up with what I'm saying. I said that all the House members, including the governor, and the executive, all of them has my support because I have seen that they have vision, and that vision is just to make Abia great.
All right.
Like, so I want to ask every Abian to support this government. They are not here to deceive Abians.
All right.
And after 1 year, Abia will see a great team in Abia. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate your contribution this morning. Finally, on our Facebook page from Jose Okere, you are saying, okay, you're watching us from Okigwe. Please, it's bad to say this at a reality and verifiable. It's not a joke, neither to tarnish the image of Imo State and federal government. Okay. All right. This one has to do with the initial headlines we analyzed this morning, not necessarily on this program. Over to you, Honorable. You've listened to our callers this morning. They will be expecting the Abia State 8th Assembly to be up and doing with governance. We know the responsibilities and functions of the legislature as an arm of government. Going forward, what do you want to leave Abians with this morning?
Let me understand the first caller before I continue. I don't know whether she made mention of somebody that the court sacked.
I think that was what he was actually referring to. Yeah.
Like that. I wanted to.
You can briefly touch it.
I wanted to tell him that the swearing in of any person, as he stands now in the house, any new person coming to the house, it is the duty of the speaker.
Okay.
To swear him in before he resumes his work, and that's the exclusive constitutional right of the speaker, which I don't have jurisdiction to.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that. Right.
Then somebody said that some PDP members are good in the house. Then I said no. All the PDP members of the 8th House of Assembly, all of them are good. They are good men with understanding.
Interesting.
Who wants to make sure that Abia is carried to the next level. In politics, if you can win them, you join them. Now they've seen that they can win the wishes of Abia, because I will always equate what is happening in Abia, the wishes of Abians against some few. Now they know that they can beat the wishes of Abia, and all of them are cooperating. As a politician, they are. That is what do you call it in sports? The spirit of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
So all of them are good gentlemen. That's what I have to say. Then finally,
just before you go into that, someone talked about a collaborative relationship between representatives of different political parties in the House.
That's what we are saying.
Summary.
That's what I say. For now, we don't have leader of the opposition. Maybe we are yet to have that. That's what we call minority leader.
Because I wanted to ask about that minority leader.
For now, we don't have something else. Maybe now that everything is settled, maybe they will come up with their leader.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to the Abians is that everybody should exercise some patience. The Dr. Lesoti administration and the activities of the House of Assembly, just some couple of 7 or 8 months now. So we are, before the year runs out, before we celebrate our 1 year in office, Abians will see difference. And there's no two ways about it. And we don't have any excuse. Abia must rise again. I nearly cried the other day when I went for inauguration of Abia World Economic Advisory Council. When the former governor of Odimo State, General Ike Nwachukwu, said that Dr. Lesoti inherited a virtually dead state. When I listened to him, I was somehow touched. And any person that is an Abia who have been here for 24 years, we agree with him. Now Dr. Lesoti has come. Dr. Lesoti don't have option. He knows this duty since from 2014 and he is prepared for it.
All right.
So Abian should Everybody should have some patience with us. Then if you are criticizing us, you criticize constructively.
All right,
and
sir.
of course, we cannot do without criticism.
All right. Even if when I criticize you, you take it and work with it.
No problem.
So long as it's a constructive criticism.
All right, that's interesting. We've been speaking this morning on Standpoint with the member representing Umunochi State constituency, Chairman, House Committee on Budget and Planning, Member, House Committee on Media and Publicity, Mazi Matthias Ume Mwachi. Thank you for your time on Standpoint this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you for coming around, Honorable.
Thank you. I thank everybody.
The Incorruptible Sam, thank you for your time.
Remember that our cake.
Oh, sure.
All right, my name is Moses Ben.
And my name is Joy Dochive. Keep staying tuned to Rapid 96.5 FM.
All right, the news light is up next. Good morning.
Trending stories, breaking news, fast. News Light on Rapid 96.5 FM.
This is News Light on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Good morning. President Bola Tinubu departs Abuja for France on private visit. Immigration gives 2 weeks for passport production after online application. Federal High Court Abuja withholds former Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano passport. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal calls for synergy among northern governors over insecurity. Police and INEC ready for rerun polls in Kano State. Bayelsa State Governor Doyo Diri orders commissioners to prepare handover notes. Governor Chukwu Masoludo reinstates monarch suspended for conferring chieftaincy title on senator. And on the foreign scene, United States Secretary Anthony Blinken commissions American corner in Lekki. Turkish parliament approves Sweden NATO membership. In sports, AFCON hosts Ivory Coast sack coach after Equatorial Guinea thrashing. Tunisia coach Jaleh Gadri steps down after dismissal from AFCON. Morocco coach Walid Regragui slammed with 2-match ban at AFCON. Cote d'Ivoire qualified for round of 16 as best third-placed team for AFCON 2023. And that ends the news light on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Let's go. Rapid FM.
The sound of your city. The best music. Please now.
It's about time. Shut up. 96.5 Rapid FM.
Keep it locked on. The sound of your city.
Let's go. Are you ready to rock with us? 96.5 Rapid FM. Knowing your rights can help you identify situations of discrimination, violation of rights, abuse of power, and provide you guidance to take certain actions within the law. These rights are at the core of our democracy, and the law allows for actions when violated. The people and the law gives you insights on your fundamental human rights. Rights you should know and how to react if violated using the law. The People and the Law comes up every Wednesday by 10 a.m. only on Rapid 96.5 FM Umuahia for enlightenment and awareness of your rights. Hurry up! Volunteer 96.5. Let's go. Rapid FM.
The sound of your city.
Peace is actually a process, and don't forget that safety and security don't just happen. They are achieved as a result of individual and collective agreement, proactiveness, collaboration, and public investment. It could further be achieved through self-awareness of your desired contribution to a safe and conducive society. Our children and fellow compatriots deserve a life free of violence, threats, fear, and destruction. Join Rapid 96.5 FM on Security Talks every Monday from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. for security analysis of major development, security reports and awareness, as well as guides for the safety of our society. Security Talks, promoting a conducive and peaceful environment for development.
Five-star music, E-money. I know me too.